everyone, it's Lexi, and today I'm going to share with you all the books that I plan on reading in the month of April. So between February and March, I've read a lot of books. I've been on very good reading streak, so I want to kind of keep that up. So I have 5 books here that I plan on getting to this month. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book that I have is kind of like a thriller, kind of mystery solving, and it is The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. And this is a story about a kind of like a town where this one house in 1908, this one girl named Sarah kind of was murdered there. So flash forward to present day, and this girl and her mother are living at this house, and one day this girl's mother kind of disappeared, and she ends up finding Sarah's diary, and just kind of how these two crimes, even though they're like 100-year apart, are like kind of connected. And I really like this. I love kind of mystery crime novels, so I'm super excited to get to this one. This next one is a historical fiction novel I'm sure many of you have heard about, and it is Between Shades of Grey by Ruta. And this is a World War II historical fiction novel taking place in Lithuania, and it's kind of about a girl, and that's kind of all I really want to know about it. I know like it's kind of interesting, like I kind of want to go into this a little blind just because I've heard so much about it that I just kind of want to stay away from all the things. So yeah, like I'm super excited. I love historical fiction, and I've heard nothing but great things about this one. So this next one is the sequel to Dark Witch, which I read last month, and I really liked it, and it is Shadow Spell by Nora, and this is the second book in the Cousins O'Dyer trilogy, and this is a continuation of kind of where the book left off. And I didn't want to read the synopsis of this one as well. I'll do more in like my wrap up of what's happening, but basically it's basically everything that took place after the last one. This is kind of continuation, so I'm super excited to see what this has in store. And I know I checked it out on Goodreads, and people say this is a really good continuation of the series. So this next one is one that I've had on my bookshelf for a while, and I'm finally getting around to reading it, and it is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. So this is kind of like a story about a girl named Lavender, and kind of there's like a magical realism aspect thrown into this, and I've heard nothing but great things about this book. I heard like the writing in it is just phenomenal, and it's kind of poetic, so I'm super excited to get to this. I just love the cover of this, and I'm just kind of happy to finally get to this because it's been on my shelf for a long time. So this last book that I plan on reading this month is one that's also been on my shelf for a while, and the sequel comes out in May, so I wanted to get to this so when the new book comes out I can read it, and it is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm sure many of you have heard this. I have not gotten around to reading this, believe it or not, but yeah, I'm super excited. I feel like I haven't read a lot of fantasy, and this will be kind of good to get into, and I feel like it'd be kind of good to read this now so that when the new book comes out, I'll be kind of have it all fresh in my mind. And this is kind of like a Beauty and the Beast retelling with mixed in with like Sarah J. Maas's kind of like Fae world, so I'm super excited to see how that plays out. I've heard mixed things. I know people who really love this book and then people who've hated it, so I'm curious to see where I fall on the fence. I'm sure like if it's Sarah J. Maas, I love the Throne of Glass series, so I'm pretty sure I'll love this as well. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've read some of these books and like what your thoughts and opinions are of them. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!